chemicals and duck under the orange ones. Ready, set, go!
I will follow you, God. I will live for you. I will keep pressing on until I have reached the prize. I will move toward the goal. I won't stop till I'm done. I will run this race till I cross the finish line. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. I will follow you, God. I will live for you. I will keep pressing on until I have reached the prize. I will move toward the goal. I won't stop till I'm done. I will run this race till I cross the finish line. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. I will follow you, God. I will live for you. I will keep pressing on until I have reached the prize. I will move toward the goal. I won't stop till I'm done. I will run this race till I cross the finish line. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. All I want is more of you, God. All I need is your love and grace. You've taken me to another level. You've given me brand new life. I prayed to the Lord and He answered. He freed me from all my fears. I will trust His word. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. Hey, we're not scared. We're set free from our fears. We are fearless. Fearless. We are fearless.
Hi, everyone. On the count of 3, I want you all to laugh with me as loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Oh boy, that was fun, but I hope you got all the giggles out, because we're about to play a Try Not to Laugh challenge. The rules are simple. First, I need everyone up on your feet. I'm gonna tell you some side-splitting, hilarious Bible jokes that would make any dad proud. If you think you know the answer, shout it out! But be careful not to laugh, If you laugh, please take a seat. Anyone standing after all 8 jokes will be crowned the Try Not to Laugh champion. All right, serious faces on. Here's the first joke. Why didn't Cain present a good offering? He wasn't able. Get it? Because his brother's name is Abel, so he wasn't. Oh, never mind. I'm just getting started. Let's see how you handle this next joke. What do a crab without a shell and Jesus have in common? They're both shellfish. Okay, I think I see some of you out there trying not to laugh. Here comes joke number 3. Why don't Ruth and Joshua get along? Because Joshua judges Ruth. Get it? Like the books of the Bible, Joshua, then Judges, and then no? Okay, tough crowd. Moving on to the next joke. Do you know who owned the first iPad in the Bible? Moses. God actually gave him 2 tablets. Okay, whoa. Okay, now that's a good one because the 10 Commandments were written on tablets, so anyway, here's joke number 5. How much land did Abraham's nephew own? Lots! Because Abraham's nephew was named Lot, so he owned Lot. Well, anyway, you get it. Here's joke number 6. Why wouldn't Pharaoh let the Israelites go? Because he was in denial! Okay, that's good. He was in denial, like the Nile River. If you don't think that's funny, I seriously have to question your taste in comedy. Here's the next joke. What type of music does Goliath hate? Rock! Yeah, believe it or not, I think it may have given him a little bit of a headache. Anyway, here comes the last joke. What's Peter's favorite card game to play? Go fish! Oh, wow! If you're still standing, congratulations. You are officially the Try Not to Laugh champion.
There's a spirit I cannot contain. There's a spirit I cannot contain. The same power that raised Jesus up from the grave. The same spirit I cannot contain. Everywhere I go on this road, high and low, where I go with you. So I won't be afraid, this my home, come what may. Where I go with you. Oh, 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 oh. Where I go with you. Oh, 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 oh. Where I go with you. Breath upon these bones, your fire in my soul, your kingdom is my home, and I don't walk alone.
can do anything. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. Jesus is amazing. He's incredible. There's no one like him. Jesus does miracles, the impossible. There's no one like him. He's big and strong. So I clap my hands, I sing and dance. He's number one. So I jump up and down to praise him. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. He can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything. Can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything. Alright. Jesus is amazing. He's incredible. There's no one like him. Jesus does miracles, the impossible. There's no one like him. He's big and strong. So I clap my hands, I sing and dance. He's number one. So I jump up and down to praise him. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. He can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything. Can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. Wow, oh wow, shout wow. Jesus can do anything. He can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything. Can do it, yes he can. Jesus can do anything. Alright.
Cornelius was an officer in the Roman army. He lived in a place called Caesarea. He and his family respected God. They weren't Jewish, they were Gentiles. Cornelius had a vision. An angel told him, "God hears your prayers and knows that you help the poor. Send men to Joppa to bring Peter here." So Cornelius did. In Joppa the next day, Peter was on the roof praying. In a vision, a huge sheet came from heaven. It was filled with animals. A voice said, "Kill something, Peter. Eat." They were animals that Jews weren't allowed to eat. "I can't eat them," Peter replied. "If I say they're all right to eat," the voice replied, "then they're all right." That's when Cornelius' messengers arrived. So Peter and some others went with them to Caesarea. Cornelius' house was filled with his friends and family, eager to hear Peter speak. God showed me, in a vision, that he accepts people from every nation. God sent Jesus to everyone. He is Lord of all. He healed the sick and freed the oppressed. He was crucified and then raised from the dead. Everyone who believes in him will be forgiven of their sins. The Holy Spirit came upon them, just like Pentecost. Peter baptized them.
Have you ever met someone from a different country? In case you couldn't tell, I'm from a country called England. And in England, we are a little bit different. Did you know that in England, people eat different kinds of food as well? They play different kinds of sports, and their life there is just very different. And when we meet people who are different from us, we don't always tend to like them. That's mainly because we don't understand why they live the way they live. And in our Bible story today, there's these two different groups of people. There's the Jews and the Gentiles. And these guys lived very differently. The Jewish people were God's chosen people, and they played a big and important and special part in the big God story. Jesus was a Jewish person. And on the other side, the Gentiles, this was a word that was used to describe everybody else who wasn't Jewish. Jewish people and Gentiles, they didn't usually hang out together. They ate different things and they lived in different ways. However, the Holy Spirit unifies all people who believe in Jesus. And when Jesus lived on the earth, he showed love and kindness not just to the Jews, but also to the Gentiles. He healed the Jews and the Gentiles. Jesus died for everyone's sin. But you know, Jesus' first followers, they were Jewish. And they at times didn't realize that God wanted both Jews and Gentiles to be part of his one family. Now, Peter was one of the disciples who didn't understand that God wanted Gentiles to be a part of his family. But God was about to open Peter's eyes and show him just how much he loved the Gentiles. God used a man named Cornelius and his family. Cornelius was this military leader for the Roman soldiers. And the Jewish people, they didn't like the Romans. The Romans were Gentiles, but the Romans had conquered the land of the Jews. The Roman soldiers could tell the Jews what to do. And to many of the Roman soldiers, they were just mean to the Jewish people. Cornelius wasn't like those Romans. He loved God, but he didn't know about Jesus, God's son. The Holy Spirit had a plan to change that. Now, typically, Jews and Gentiles, they didn't hang out. So Peter and Cornelius probably would have never met. But the Holy Spirit, he unifies, he unites, he brings people together. And the Holy Spirit gave both Peter, the Jew, and Cornelius, the Gentile, a vision. Peter saw this crazy vision of a sheet and all these different kinds of animals. You see, the Holy Spirit was showing him that God cared about the Gentiles and God accepted them, even though they lived differently. Cornelius, he had a vision of an angel, and the angel told him to send his men to Joppa to go and bring back a man named Peter to his house. And just like that, the Holy Spirit, through two different visions to a Jew and a Gentile, began to bring these people together. You see, Cornelius sent his men the next day and they returned with Peter, and Cornelius explained the vision and how he saw the angel. And in that moment, God's Spirit showed Peter that everyone, no matter the person's culture, their race, their gender, their nationality, everyone could be included in God's faith community. Peter finally understood that God's Spirit was unifying the Jews and the Gentiles. And Peter told them the good news of salvation through Jesus. And everyone in Cornelius' house believed in Jesus that day. They were saved and they were even baptized in the Holy Spirit, just like the day of Pentecost. See, God doesn't show favoritism. He wants all people to be a part of the big God story. And so you and me, we have the opportunity to invite all people, even those who are very different from us, to be a part of God's story. Remember today, God's Spirit unifies.